So for my auto project, I have a 5VZ FE V6 motor with a double overhead cam system and 24 valves. The way this engine works like any other typical four-stroke engine, you have your intake stroke, your combustion stroke, your power stroke, and your exhaust stroke. On this engine, it has 4 valves per cylinder, 2 for exhaust and 2 for intake. So let's take a look. On my engine also, it has a double overhead cam system, meaning 2 camshafts per head. The way a cam works is these lobes right here, with the correct timing, push down on the valves to let in an air to fuel mixture or to let out the exhaust. So let's take a look at our valve system. So you can see per cylinder there are 2 valves per cylinder, which would in total for a V6 engine equal 24 valves. These valves right here open simultaneously to let the air to fuel mixture in, and these valves in the back open simultaneously to let the exhaust out. Now if we look at it all put together, we can see at the top up here, that's our camshaft. As our camshaft turns, it goes around and it opens up, and that's opening up those lifters or those valves so that it can let the air to fuel mixture in. Once it does, and on the other side there's another camshaft just like that when it turns around it opens the valves for the exhaust to let the exhaust out. So if we look at our entire cycle, we can see that as this lifter opens, it lets the air to fuel mixture in. That would be your intake stroke. As it comes back up, that would be a combustion stroke. It's combusting the air and fuel mixture ratio. When it reaches the top, the spark plug emits a tiny spark to ignite that fuel and that air to make basically a tiny explosion inside the cylinder. This tiny explosion pushes that cylinder down, and that would be called your power stroke. That power stroke makes the power for your car. When that cylinder gets pushed down, that turns the engine for your car. Once it comes back up from that power stroke, the exhaust valves are opened and it lets the exhaust out. So if we look at it from an entire perspective, we can see the entire engine moving.